Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You are tuned into LRTV. It's your girl, Leah Renee. Thank you for tuning in. This is the Real Lifestyle Morning Show. I hope you guys are doing well this morning. I'm feeling pretty peachy. So it's going to be a good day. It's Tuesday, March 29th, 2022. I mean, the month of March is already over. Like, that's crazy. It just started. And shout out to all my beautiful women and queens, because it was Women's History Month through the whole month of March. So I really just got hip to it. I'm going to be better about, making sure I know about all of these different holidays and these different movements and things like that, because next year, come the month of March, I am going to make sure that LRTV talks about Women's History Month every single day of the month and highlight beautiful women in history, local beautiful women, national women, just women. Women are so beautiful and I love them. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to fix my little bow. I had to hide my little edges because it was looking bad, y'all. So it's okay. I'm going to get this hair together, but I didn't have time to do it before I started my show because, hey, listen, I am a single mother and a boss and entrepreneur and an employee and all of these things. And, there's only so much time in a day. So I don't necessarily have 3 hours in my morning to glam myself. So I am looking for a glam team. If you would like to sponsor me and be a part of my glam team, hit me up. I need a glam team. Anyway, I didn't come on yesterday because I worked the day before that, like 2 shifts, and I was very tired, so I ended up falling asleep. So I apologize for not for not going live yesterday, but I'm here today, and we're going to talk about everything that I was going to talk about yesterday. So the Oscars just happened on Sunday, and it was epic. It was epic. Everybody knows what happened at the Oscars, and it was epic. Will Smith smacked the shit out of Chris Rock. But we're going to get more into that in a little bit. First, I want to get to the weather and traffic. It is currently 32 degrees and sunny outside. 32 degrees. It's cold, but at least the sun is out. As long as I see the sun shining, I know it's going to be a good day. So that's another reason why I know when it comes time for me to move away again, I am moving away somewhere warm where the sun is always shining and it's beautiful, warm weather, because it really makes a difference in your day what the weather and climate is like. So I know, like, when I was living in Arizona for that year, and every single morning I would get up and have to go into that security job. I hated it, but it was a lot easier to handle when I could get out and see the sun every day and palm trees and just beautiful scenic views. There was mountains everywhere and it was just beautiful. So it definitely makes a difference when the weather is good and when there's beautiful views and when you live in a beautiful place. So I haven't told a lot of people, but I've purchased a real estate course because I'm going to get my real estate license as well. Just because I want to tap into the real estate industry as I get older, and I want to make sure that I, have properties and know about properties, know about real estate, and teach my kids about this stuff so that we can create generational wealth for ourselves. So yeah, I've been studying some real estate stuff lately, and I'm looking forward to getting my real estate license. But I don't even know what that had to do with the weather. I don't know why I chose to talk about that right then and there, but hey, it's okay. Like I said, we're going to get to a high of about No, like I said, it's 32 degrees right now. We're going to get to a high of about 40 today. The sun's going to be out all day, so at least we can enjoy the sun. Tomorrow is going to be 34 degrees. But wait, does it say we're going to have a high of 71 tomorrow? What? Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna get to a high of 71 degrees. I cannot believe it. So our high for today is gonna be 42. It's gonna be sunny, and then tomorrow, Wednesday, we're gonna wake up to about 34 degrees in the morning, and then we're gonna get to a high of 71 degrees. So tomorrow is gonna be a beautiful day. Gotta love those spring summer temperatures. Thursday we're gonna get a 50% chance of rain, but we are gonna get to a high of 64. And then Friday, we're going back down to 45 degrees. So, yeah, that's Ohio weather for you. It is what it is. But hope you can still get out there and enjoy the rest of your week and your weekend, even though the temperatures aren't that great. As far as traffic is concerned, I haven't been out of the house this morning, so I can't tell you if there were any accidents on the roads. But I'm going to go over to my Ogo app. I'm not sponsored by Ogo, but I need to reach out to them and see if they'll sponsor me because, listen, I think that this Ogo app is very, very convenient. You can download this Ogo app to your phone and pull up your state, and it'll literally show you what's going on all over the state of Ohio. So I go to the Ogo app and I look for traffic information, and let's see what's going on the Ogo app right now in Toledo. All right, let's see. There's more road work. We got Enterprise Boulevard closed in both directions. You cannot get to Enterprise Boulevard from Alexis Road. So motorists will have to use Benor Road to Matzinger to Enterprise. So that's that closure. I talked about that before, but just kind of reminding you about that. As far as accidents, I don't see any accidents on the Ogo app. I don't see anything holding up traffic. No traffic slowdowns or anything like that. So it looks like traffic is looking good for you guys right now. Definitely make sure you take your sunglasses out though, because that sun is shining and it is bright and it will blind you if you don't have your sunglasses on. So I suggest you put on some sunglasses when you leave the house. Okay, so I want to say shout out to my boy Jacob King and his line Dreamers. This is his line. I try to support all of my local and small businesses, and I love to shop local and wear things that are Toledo brand. So this is the Dreamers brand, and it is made by Jacob King. So shout out to them. Okay, well, there's been a lot going on in the headlines. Like I said, we're going to get to talking about the Oscars. The thing that everybody is hearing about more than anything is obviously the moment when Will Smith walked on stage and smacked the shit out of the host, which was Chris Rock. That was crazy. I mean, I was like, what the hell? All I know is that, you know, Chris Rock had made a comment about Jada Pinkett's hair. He basically said, you know, what's up with G.I. Jane 2? I can't wait to see it. So he was taking a jab at the fact that she was bald-headed. And, you know, at the end of the day, Jada Pinkett has been vocal about the fact that she's suffering from alopecia and has hair loss issues. So many people felt like he was definitely out of line to even make that joke about her and to joke about something so sensitive. And Will Smith obviously thought so too, because he decided to walk up on stage and smack him. But what I found confusing was that he was laughing. Like, I saw that video and he was laughing. He was initially laughing, and then obviously he looked at, but I mean, I get it. So maybe he was laughing because he's a comedian too, right? So it's like, he understands, you know, comedians got to have their jokes. He's hosted award shows before. He knows that it has to be good and entertaining and all of those things. So he probably kind of chuckled it off, thinking like, you know, laugh it off. No, this is Chris Rock. He's a comedian. But then he had to have looked over and saw the look on his wife's face. And that had to be what changed his reaction, because his wife was not laughing. She didn't find it funny at all. Miss Jada Pinkett did not find it funny. And he was upset. You could visibly tell that she was, you know, kind of like, wow, like, really? So once Will Smith saw her face, he must have been like, oh no, hell no. So he jumped up, went on stage, and smacked the dog shit out of Chris Rock. That was crazy. And then, so Chris Rock, I think, like, probably thought he was joking at first or thought he was being funny or whatever. But then Will Smith went back to his seat and we all saw him say, "Keep my wife's name out your mouth." And then Chris Rock was like, whoa, really, dude? And he was like, yeah, keep my wife's name out your mouth. And I was like, whoa. Okay, he's serious. So then Chris Rock was like, whoa, all right, dude, I will. I got you. So, he definitely checked the shit out of Chris Rock. And Chris Rock, I feel like Chris Rock handled that very, very well. Very classy, might I add. I mean, and I will say that I heard, stories are saying and sources are saying that Chris Rock was not aware that Jada Pinkett had been suffering from alopecia. He wasn't aware that she had been vocal about these things. And so he didn't know when he made that joke that her hair loss was basically not her choice. It was something that she was suffering from. So he did say, a lot of people are saying they feel like he wouldn't have made that comment had he known. But then a lot of people are like, how can you not know? I mean, it's been all over. And the people at the Academy, they should have known. Like, I mean, everybody, Jada Pinkett has been very vocal about it. It's been all over. I've read it. I've read different articles and stuff about it. So, I mean, I just don't know how y'all don't know. But then again, like, maybe the Academy did know, but the Academy obviously didn't know that he was going to make that joke. So, he wasn't able to be like, oh no, Chris, that's not a good idea. Don't do that, because he might have just ad-libbed that off. Like, I mean, he might not have even thought to say that until he was right there in the moment and saw her sitting over there and he just, being funny. So, I definitely feel like he wasn't, I feel like Chris Rock wasn't wrong in the simple fact that if he really didn't know that she was suffering from alopecia. And if he's made that, if he's come out and made the statement that he wasn't aware, then I believe him. I believe that he wasn't aware and he was just being funny. He probably thought that was just a look that she was doing. I mean, all of us women, and especially women in the industry and in the entertainment field, actresses and all that, they're constantly changing up their looks for movie deals or different shows or different opportunities. So maybe he thought that, she was doing that by choice for some specific reason or, for any general reason. And he probably was just making a joke. And Chris Rock is a comedian. He does stand up and that's what he does. He lights people up. Like, I mean, it is what it is. But I'm also not mad at Will Smith for, protecting his wife and for defending her, because if I was Jada Pinkett, I would have wanted my husband to defend me too. And I'm sure that gave her some sort of like ease when it kind of took the focus off of her. So instead of people still like having that last thought of like, oh, that, this is what Chris Rock said about her hair and feeling like the joke was on her, Will Smith put the joke on him. And so now the last thing that people are going to remember instead of the actual comment is the fact that Chris Rock got smacked. So I don't know. I guess I'm not mad at Will Smith. I mean, it is what it is. He came back up and won the award for best male role in a film for King Richard. So, and he delivered a very emotional and powerful acceptance speech. And he talked about how, he wants to protect the people he loves, and that God is calling him into a place in life where he's here to be a protector and protect those that he loves. And, he was in tears and he was crying. And I think in that moment, he probably, kind of regretted it a little bit, because he even made a comment of like, I'm actually like King Richard now. I'm looking like that crazy dad. So, but I will say that he apologized to the Academy and his other nominees, but he didn't apologize to Chris Rock. But they're saying that later on, Chris Rock did approach Will and Jada and apologize to them and said, he did not mean anything by that. He didn't know that she was suffering from alopecia, and that he loves them and he never meant to disrespect them. So that was nice that they were able to talk about that backstage and kind of get past that little hump. That was epic. And Chris Rock, he handled that like a G. I mean, he was like, well, okay, that was definitely what did he say? He was like, that was the most, I had the videos. I was supposed to be downloading the videos into my computer so I could actually show y'all, but I didn't, so I'm sorry. But it doesn't matter, because I'm sure everybody has seen the videos by now. So Yeah, that was pretty epic. But anyway, some other stars are taking to social media to talk about it. Obviously, everybody's talking about this after it happened, and some people are, are weighing in on what happened. And Steve Harvey had some things to say. He basically said that Will Smith slapped Chris Rock because, quote unquote, Chris Rock knows he can't do nothing. So I kind of had that feeling. Like, I kind of was thinking like he went up there and smacked him because he knew Chris Rock wasn't gonna respond. Like, it's not like Chris Rock is gonna like full on and hit him back, and then they're gonna be like up on the stage of the Oscars brawling, like in front of the world. No. And I'm glad that didn't happen. Like, I almost feel like, because there's a whole production crew that normally sometimes when crazy things happen, they can kind of maybe go to commercial or go whatever. I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. There's like this little net that just keeps flying around me. But anyway, there's a production crew at every event, every sort of award show, all these sorts of things. They handle things like that. And they get you to commercial, right? So I feel like, maybe they wanted to see this exchange go on between two African-American men. I don't know. It's just a thought, but it could be true. And I don't know. I'm just glad that Chris Rock didn't respond. I'm glad that Chris Rock handled it the way he did. He took it like a G. He handled it very classy. And he basically just was like, well, damn, okay, this was the most, basically the greatest night in television. And he made it into another joke. So I thought he handled that really well. And I'm glad that he didn't, I'm glad that it didn't escalate into something worse and have us looking crazy as a race. But a lot of people have weighed in on this infamous slap, and a lot of people are supporting Will Smith in the move to protect his wife. But Steve Harvey says that Will Smith should have and could have handled it another way. So Harvey says that the slap by Smith was a, quote, Hollywood move. He said it was on national TV and it was highly unlikely that Chris Rock would retaliate. He says Steve Harvey believes that if the Academy Awards Best Actor had handled it like a man backstage in the press room, it may have been entirely different. And so Steve Harvey is basically saying that he doesn't agree. He feels like this was bad. Will Smith shouldn't have done that. And basically that it was a Hollywood stunt. Will Smith knew when he walked up on that stage and hit him that Chris Rock wasn't going to hit him back. And that's kind of, I don't know, whatever. But Steve Harvey, he weighed in on that and said that he basically did it because he knew Chris Rock wouldn't do anything back. It's on national television. He knew that he wasn't going to retaliate. So, yeah, that's what Steve Harvey had to say. But a lot of other stars are defending Will Smith. I know Tiffany Haddish says that that's what your husband is supposed to do, right? Supposed to protect you. So she took to she went online to defend Will Smith and basically said that Jada Pinkett Smith appreciated her husband's actions, and that Smith is doing fine. Tiffany Haddish and Jada Pinkett Smith are good friends because, as you all know, they did the Girls Trip movie, and I think they're actually filming for the Girls Trip too. So they're probably filming for this next, film, and so they've become friends. And she probably has obviously spoken to her, and she basically made the point to say that Jada appreciated her husband's actions and that she is doing fine. Tiffany Haddish says that's what your husband is supposed to do, right? Protect you. So I don't know. I mean, what do y'all think? Like, I'm not married. I don't have a husband. But I think as a woman, I would definitely have love for my man to protect me. Like, maybe if Will Smith would have just like yelled it out to begin with. Like, dude, keep your fucking, I'm sorry. Dude, keep your name out, keep my wife's name out your mouth. He should have just yelled that. You know what I'm saying? He could have yelled that and dogged him and made him look stupid without physically going up and attacking him and smacking him in the face. I felt like that personally was a bitch move, because like at the end of the day, he knew Chris Rock couldn't defend himself. Like, and that was dead wrong. Like, I feel like he was wrong for hitting that man. Like, you don't violate somebody like that. He made a joke. Yes, he made a joke. He's a comedian. That's what he's there to do, is entertain. And okay, it was insensitive, but for Will Smith to feel like he has the right to just walk up on the stage of the Oscars and smack somebody, like, to me, that's just not cool. Because what if Chris Rock wouldn't have been able to detain himself? What if he would have just socked that nigga back? I'm sorry, excuse my language. We don't want to use the N-word, because you know what? Like, even though we use it as a slang in the Black community, we have to start being better about using that word. So I'm not going to use the N-word. But he should not have smacked Chris Rock. That's my opinion. I feel like he was definitely in the right for defending his wife. He definitely should have protected and defended his wife. But I feel like Steve Harvey, I feel like he could have handled it in a way more classy, professional, and respectful manner. He could have pulled him to the side and the back and said something. They could have took the red table talk and talked about it. I mean, it just could have been so many other things that could have been done. And for him to jump up like that and run up on a stage and put hands on somebody, that was just crazy to me. Because if Chris Rock would have hit him back, would Chris Rock have been wrong? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that Chris Rock would have been wrong if he would have hit him back. But I'm glad he didn't, because I don't want to see two of the most powerful Black men in Hollywood on stage fighting at the Oscars. Like, no, we don't want that. So I'm glad that Chris Rock didn't hit him back. But at the same time, shout out to Mama Riley. She's on the live. Hi, Mama Riley. And she says that, let's see. She says that, let me pull up your comment, Mama Riley, so we can see. Mama Riley says, Chris Rock made Will Smith look stupid to her. And I do. I kind of agree with you, Mama Riley. I feel like, because it was the way he handled it. He handled it very classy. And he basically just like, oh, okay, like, and I think he did make him look stupid too. I mean, that was kind of like, it was kind of crazy. Like, I feel like that was not necessarily, I just felt like it was not necessary for him to walk up there and smack him like that. And then like, he obviously wasn't trying to fight, because he didn't walk up and sock him. Like, he didn't punch him. He smacked him. If he punched him, like, they probably may have got to fighting. I don't know. So, like, what made him just go up there and smack him and not fight? I don't know. The whole thing was just crazy to me. But I feel like Will Smith was wrong for that. Like, you don't walk up on a stage and just assault this man while he's doing his job. And the fact that people are like making that okay is crazy to me too. Because I still feel like Will Smith had the right to protect his wife and say something and check Chris Rock, but it shouldn't have been done in that way on national television in front of the world. That's not right. And for Chris Rock to not be able to defend himself, or, I don't know, that just was crazy. So, I don't know. Chris definitely stayed humble. Chris definitely stayed humble through the situation. And, I think that the fact that he was able to remain, to maintain his composure and stay humble, he kept that from turning into something that could have been so ugly and so nasty on so many levels. So I salute Chris Rock. Everybody knows that he is a comedian. He's known for cracking on people. I mean, it just is what it is. So people have to understand that, when you're in Hollywood, and they know, they should understand that. Like, yes, he was. And that's what I said. Will Smith was laughing at first. Like, he was laughing. He even thought it was funny. And then he obviously, the video was, I want to see if I can pull this video in just so we can look at it real quick together. Because I already had kind of got the video together, and I just didn't pull it into my MacBook, but I'm going to see if I can pull it in real quick and show it. But yeah, it was definitely like, he was laughing at first. And then obviously his, when he saw the look on his wife's face, because if you see that shot of them together, there was like a shot that they showed where Will was laughing and Jada was looking like, she wasn't feeling it from the beginning. So then the shot went away from them and went back on Chris Rock. And during that moment was when Will Smith got up and started to approach the stage. So what I think happened, and I don't know, I'm just speculating, but what I think happened was that Will Smith was, he's a comedian too. So he probably kind of like chuckled, thinking, we're going to laugh it off. But then he obviously had to have looked at his wife and saw her face and realized that she was broken, that she was heartbroken from that comment and that it affected her. And he wasn't having it. So that was when he then walked up and basically just smacked dude. So I don't know. It was just crazy. And I mean, I don't necessarily think that it was, like I said, that was my opinion. I don't think that what Will Smith did was right. I think that was wrong. I think that was some bitch shit. I'm sorry, excuse my language, but he knew that Chris Rock wasn't going to hit him back. And that's kind of like running up on somebody from the back and knocking them out. I mean, he did run up from the front. Chris Rock saw him coming, but obviously we all know that Chris Rock wasn't expecting that. Like, come on. So it was just crazy. Like, that whole situation was crazy. I couldn't believe I watched that on national television, and I know that everybody else was tripping. Like, they even showed the young lady, I can't pronounce her name, the young beautiful African woman who played on 12 Years a Slave. She was sitting right next to Will Smith, and she was like, what? Like, her facial expression was priceless. It was like crazy. But I don't know. It's like, it's crazy. So I know that, we all know that Jada Pinkett Smith has her show Red Table Talk, and obviously her and Will Smith obviously are going to go to Red Table Talk to talk about the incident. So I'm going to be watching that a little bit later on. So see if I could get some clips of what they had to say about it in the aftermath. Like, what does Will Smith and Jada Pinkett think in hindsight now? I wonder if their opinions have changed. Like, do they feel like this Will Smith regret it by any means? I mean, I don't know. I just kind of want to know. So I'm going to tune into that Red Table Talk, and I'm going to take some video clips and see what they have to say on the show, and I'll bring it to you guys later this week. Switching gears a little bit, still talking TV, but not movies. I want to talk reality TV a little bit. Everybody knows who Jocelyn Hernandez is. She is one of the stars of Love and Hip Hop. She came in first season of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with Stevie J as one of his artists, but we all soon found out that she was really his girlfriend, that he had been cheating on his longtime girlfriend Mimi with. And he basically played Mimi, the woman who had been in his life, holding him down for Jocelyn. And then they became this like household name in Love and Hip Hop. And now Jocelyn Hernandez has went on to do some bigger things and has teamed up with Zeus Network for a show called Jocelyn's Cabaret. So she's now in her third season. They just wrapped up the third season of Jocelyn's Cabaret. The first season was in Miami, second season was in Atlanta, and this third season was in Las Vegas. And this show is crazy. Like, it's crazy. I never watched the first season, but I kind of got hip to it when my niece Nia and Elena were watching it last year, watching season 2. And I kind of like I watched the whole season 2, and it was crazy. Them girls are crazy. So the idea of the show is like basically she takes girls who are dancers and porn stars and in the adult industry basically, and she brings them on into this cabaret style show to basically audition to dance in a cabaret with her. And then certain amount of girls are chosen to be able to dance in the cabaret with her, and then go on to be able to build followings for themselves and build their own brands. And it's her kind of way of, I guess, maybe doing women's empowerment, but it's not so empowering. I don't know. It's craziness that goes on. And some girls have been, every season there's been fighting, obviously. With reality TV, you're going to kind of see that. You're going to see the fighting. And me as a reality TV superstar, I do know that you have to sign a waiver. Like, you have to sign a waiver when there's lots of paperwork involved, contracts. And we did. We had to sign waivers saying that the network, the show, the production team could not be held liable if anything happened to us and all of those things. So it's like, you just gotta know what you're getting into when you go on those types of shows, especially, if you're going on to Jocelyn's Cabaret, like everybody knows Jocelyn Hernandez is crazy and she's a fighter and she's, messy and all of those things. So one of the young ladies from her show, they just recently filmed the reunion a couple weeks ago. And one of the ladies, her name is Amber. She she made the cabaret, and then due to some messy drama that happened with Jocelyn's makeup artist, he basically got kicked off the lineup, and then they brought in two different girls. And so she was heated. And when she left the show, she was pissed off. And I haven't been able to see the reunion yet because they haven't aired it yet. But I guess in the reunion, she came back hot, and had a lot to say to Jocelyn about, not making the cut. And so whatever happened, a fight ensued, and Jocelyn Hernandez kicked her. And the young lady said that Jocelyn Hernandez had on some really rough boots with heels on, and she was kicking her in her ribs. So the young lady was on a live, and she pulled up her shirt to show her ribs were bruised. They were bruised, and it was just bad. And so she's basically now filing charges against Jocelyn Hernandez, the show, and Jocelyn Hernandez fiance Ballistic. Ballistic is the music producer that handles all Jocelyn's music and background stuff and audio, and he basically jumped in and allegedly attacked her with Jocelyn. So she's now filing charges against them, and she says they will be taking care of this in court. And now a lot of fans are calling on Jocelyn's show to be canceled. A lot of fans are coming at Zeus Network saying that they need to cancel that show. This is not any type of women's empowerment. She's constantly degrading women, treating them like she's a pimp and they're basically hoes. And I don't know. It's a pretty crazy show. I will say it's entertaining. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it. But a lot of fans are calling for the dismissal of the show, saying that it needs to be canceled because it's dangerous and horrible, basically. And I don't know. Yes, shout out to Jason. He says he said Will embarrassed himself that night while he was being honored, and Chris kept it classy. Yeah, I agree, Jason. So yeah. But yeah, so Jocelyn Hernandez now is she basically took to Twitter after Amber went live, and she said, you dummy, basically, like, she basically admitted to attacking her and basically said that she ain't gonna be able to handle nothing in court because, you dummy, when you go on a reality show, you can't take people to court for this type of stuff. So Jocelyn Hernandez obviously did her homework and obviously made sure that all these girls signed waivers so that her company and the Zeus Network can't be held liable for any sort of thing like that. So I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens with that. I'll definitely keep you guys posted on that story. Let's see what else went on in the headlines. I had all my little stories lined up. Hold on. Okay. So yes, my boy Wale. Everybody knows Wale. He's one of he's a hip hop artist, rapper, and I feel like Wale is very underrated. I love Wale. I think he's very talented. He's got a really creative flow and music, and he's very underrated. He's been out for some time now, but I feel like he's just now really starting to get the credit he deserves and the attention he deserves. And he's now partnering with Spotify for Wallmania 6 in Dallas. So, okay, so he's basically teaming up with some pro wrestling people, and he's going to host the Masked Man Show live podcast with guests from the Wallmania. And that's going to take place in Dallas, Texas on Thursday, March 31st. Wale Mania, now a staple in the hip hop and wrestling culture, features musical performances and special guest appearances by famous wrestlers, and it's leveled up by partnering with Spotify. So Foot Locker is going to be dropping some exclusive merchandise for the event, and it's going to be a pretty dope event. So shout out to Wale for teaming up with WrestleMania and Spotify now, and getting some of these cool endorsement deals. I'm happy for him. Okay, so Doja Cat. I don't know if you guys have heard about Doja Cat, but she's been all over in the blogs lately because she just recently says she's quitting music. She's tired of her fans. The fans basically went crazy on her. Her Paraguayan fans went crazy on her because she had a show scheduled in Paraguay in South America. She's on tour in South America, and she had a show in Paraguay, and they had to cancel the show due to bad storms and lightning and bad weather. it wasn't safe for her to do the show, so she had to cancel at the last minute. A lot of Paraguayan fans were out there waiting and were really upset that they didn't get the show. They felt like she didn't address them. She didn't go live and make a comment and say anything about it. And lots of fans in Paraguay were upset, so they took to her social media to basically, leave their opinions about it. And she basically didn't like what they had to say, so she took to Twitter to basically say that she's quitting, F music, F this, basically F all of y'all. Like, she's tired of, having to prove herself and, all of these different things. She's tired of music, and just a lot of, random text. She went off on a tirade. And then she switched her Twitter name to I Quit. And but since then, she's recently backtracked, obviously. I mean, she's set to go on tour with The Weeknd this summer. So, I mean, you can't be quitting music when you're set to go on tour with The Weeknd. So she's obviously not really quitting music. And then it was funny because after she said she was quitting music, Kodak Black took to Twitter to say she better not quit music until me and her make a song. But obviously, Doja Cat is not going to quit music. And I feel like her PR team had to have a sit down with her, because now she's kind of backtracking a little bit. And she was on Twitter earlier. I was on there looking, and she basically was saying that, okay, let me go to her tweets. She's basically saying that she does owe people something, because in a lot of her tweets, she was saying, I don't owe anybody shit. I don't owe any explanation. I don't, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. And now she's kind of backtracking and saying, and she even had posted a tweet that said, don't ask me for shit. And so it's a lot of, she had a lot of tweets like that. And then now she's backtracking and saying, actually, you can ask me for shit. Like, hold on, let me go to her actual page so I can see all these tweets. But basically she was saying, like, she basically backtracked and said she's wrong. Like, I do owe my fans a lot. I will do things for you guys. I do need to make music. I do need to take care of my family. I do need to do all these things that she said she didn't need to do. So she's backtracking out. And I feel like a lot of that has to do with, her PR team stepping in and saying, hey, you're going to ruin yourself. These are your fans that you're basically talking to. These are the people that have made you successful. I mean, essentially, you know what I mean? If it wasn't for her fans going to her shows and buying her music and downloading her music and playing it and, showing up for her, she wouldn't be where she is. So to tweet out to her fans and basically say, don't ask me for shit. I don't care about y'all. F y'all, F music, F everything else. It's kind of like, that will ruin your career. So I feel like her PR team stepped in and did what they were supposed to do, which was say, hey, this ain't a good look. You gotta get ahead of that. So now she's backtracking a little, and she didn't necessarily apologize. No, actually she did. I saw a tweet on her page that said, because one of the tweets she had put up there last week said, sorry, not sorry, or something to that effect. And so now she retweeted that tweet and said, yes, I am. So she's basically apologizing to her fans, apologizing to everybody, saying that, basically she just had a moment, and that's understandable. I mean, these stars, these celebrities, these artists, they deal with a lot. So, I mean, it's understandable to have a moment. Which, I mean, I guess going back to Will Smith, I guess I could be a little lenient and say he had a moment, but at the end of the day, celebrities are human, and they're going to go through things, and they're going to have moments, and they're going to have moments of where they lack self-control, and, and when you got social media, you can just go and tweet anything and say anything, then that's what it is. So, but, she's not leaving music. She's going on tour with The Weeknd this summer. So, let's just send healing prayers to Doja Cat that she can continue to be strong and, continue to make her beautiful music for her fans. Speaking of music, I want to say shout out to my girl, Big Lotto. Her new album, 777, has just dropped this weekend. It is trending, okay? She has already had 50,000 tweets about her since her album dropped. I mean, celebrities, regular people, everybody is praising her, saying that this album is lit. And let me tell you, it is lit. I've downloaded the album, I've listened to it, and I would say I didn't like every single song. I said there was maybe like 2 songs that I did actually skip past that I wasn't really feeling. But for the most part, oh, that album is fire. I mean, her album is fire. She's got lots of great collabs. Kodak Black. Um, I mean, there's a lot of people on there. Let me go to her album and see who all is on here with her. So she's got features with 21 Savage, Lil Wayne, and Childish Gambino, Lil Durk, Nardo Wick, Kodak Black. So I mean, she's got some heavy hitters on her lineup with her, and it's fire. She definitely put in the work. She's been out here working ever since she was on the game at the age of 15, and now it's her time to shine. And my girl is doing it, and I'm proud of her, and that's what's up. She's doing big things. So shout out to Lotto. If you haven't downloaded her album, you should go download it and check it out because it's pretty hot. I say my favorite song is probably, let me see. I like 777 Part 1 and Part 2. That's number 1 and number 2. I kind of liked Willie with 21 Savage. It was all right, but I don't know. It was all right. Big Energy, of course, you all know. I like that song. Sunshine, featuring Lil Wayne and Childish Gambino. And then Like a Thug, featuring Lil Durk. I would say my favorite song on this album was Sleep Sleep and Real One. I like those. And Trust No B. I like those. So, because I don't trust these bees neither. No, I'm trying to be better about that. I've been really making it a point to, to network and reach out to other women who I don't know and create new friendships and new relationships. And I don't want to be that girl that's like, oh, I'm not a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl. I like to have female friends. And, I don't really trust a lot of people because that's just, we're living in this day and age where everybody's out for self and you do have to be very cautious when dealing with people. But at the same time, I'm a girl's girl. I love my women. I'm all about women's empowerment. I love to see my queens shine and do big things. And I just love when I see my women, living their best life. So even though the song is Trust No B and I love it, doesn't necessarily mean that I don't trust no B. I never used to before, but I mean, I don't know. I have a really solid group of women in my life and I love them. Shout out to my mom, Miss Davis, Miss Davis or Mimi, Keisha or TT, my sister Rachel, my best friend Andrea, my girl Katrina, all of my girls, all of y'all, like it's so many of y'all, and my girl Tiaja, all of y'all, like it's just so many women who have poured into me. My girl Rose, my girl Shantae, I mean Arlinda, Breezy, Brianna, DJ Bree. I mean, there's a lot of y'all. There's a lot of y'all pouring into me. My girl Cece, Mama Riley. It's just a lot of beautiful women who, since I've started my brand and since I've been doing the show, you guys continuously pour into me, and you women keep me going because a lot of times I just feel like I just can't do it. Like, oh gosh, it's so much. But you guys always pour into me, send me messages, you call me, you message me, and you tell me, girl, get up out of that. We need you. We need you. And the world needs LRTV. So that helps me. So my trust for women has really grown a lot because in the last couple years, I've seen women really show up in my life and be genuine, good-hearted, loving women. And that's a dope thing. So shout out to every single woman. And I apologize if I didn't say her name. I just thought it's so many beautiful women that I love. Shout out to my girl Quell. Shout out to everybody, man. There's so many of y'all. And I hate even doing shout outs because then I miss people. And then it's like, I do want to say, while I'm giving shout outs, shout out to my sis, Ash Cat. Oh, and my sister Sheena. Of course, I can't forget about Sheena. Gosh, there's so many of y'all, and I'm sorry if I forgot your name. I'm gonna be giving shouts out like all the time. Like I'm gonna start really like making that a point to like take a good 5-10 minutes to shout out my peeps because there's so many of y'all who just love me and support me, and you guys give me the energy and the motivation, encouragement I need to keep going. So I appreciate that, and I love y'all for that. So, okay, what else? Trying to see who else has some hot music that just came out. Oh, you know another album that I really, really like? Yo Gotti. He's my favorite male artist. Not necessarily for his lyrics, but I just love him. I love the person he is. And he has a new album out called CM10, Cocaine Music 10. And I love that album. I listen to it all the time. It's very motivating for me. He's got this song called Family Tree, and I just love it. So definitely make sure y'all check out that CM10 Free Game album by my boy Yo Gotti, because that's very hot as well. What else do I want to talk about, guys? I want to talk about some events coming up in our area. Because as we know, the weather's starting to get warm and pop-up shops are going to start taking place. We got lots of events going on, and I love to highlight what's going on in our community. So I'm going to go to our events page here in Toledo and see what's popping off in Toledo coming up. Okay, so this Sunday at 1 p.m. on Indiana Avenue, it's called Operation It Takes a Village. This is going on at 1001 Indiana Avenue, Toledo, Ohio. And this event is organized by my girl, Miss Donetta Carter. I should have known. And Garland Parker. And let me see who else. It says in 2 others. So, it doesn't say. So it says Donetta Carter, Garland Parker, and 2 others. So shout out to the 4 organizers who made that event happen. It's taking place at 1001 Indiana Avenue. From 1 to 4 p.m. and that is Sunday. And okay, so what to expect? I'm gonna tell you guys what to expect. Operation It Takes a Village is collecting donated food items, clothing items, underclothes, socks, and Pampers, sizes 4 to 7, and gift cards. Baby wipes, hygiene products, laundry detergent, etc. These are 15 children who lost their mothers due to domestic violence. Oh, my God. So we've had some recent incidents of domestic violence where young women have been murdered and their children have been left out here without a mother. And so that's what this is for. And that's just amazing. Shout out to Donetta Carter and everybody who organizes. I'm definitely going to be there on Sunday for this. Monetary donation can be made with Toledo Urban Federal Credit Union. That's over there on Door in Detroit. And they also have one downtown. So if you can't show up to donate any items, you can definitely send a donation to with Toledo Urban. So definitely go check out Toledo Urban Credit Union if you'd like to make a donation. And you can contact Donetta Carter if you would like to donate any items. These are the items that you can bring. Again, donated food items, clothing items, underclothes, socks, Pampers, baby wipes, hygiene products, laundry detergent, all of these things. There's 15 kids who have been left without mothers. That's horrible. That's so horrible. That's so sad. And we need your help. The community needs your help. We need everybody to step up and look out for these kids and these families. So that is the Operation It Takes a Village drop-off event taking place at, again, 1001 Indiana Avenue on Sunday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. So definitely make sure you check that out. Okay. The Black Violin, The Impossible Tour 4 series is going down at the Valentine Theater. Let's see. You can purchase tickets at etix.com. Backed by popular demand, it's a national tour. It's Thursday, April 7th, 2022 at 7:30 p.m. So they're returning to the Valentine Theater after a sold-out show that happened in 2019. So Black Violin is led by classically trained string players Will B, viola, and Kevin Marcus, violin. Okay, so Will B plays the viola and Kev Marcus plays the violin. Joining them on stage are DJ SBS and drummer Nat Stokes. The band uses their unique blend of classical and hip-hop music often described as classical boom to overcome stereotypes and encourage people of all ages, races, and economic backgrounds to join together to break down cultural barriers. So some of their creative collaborations have included Kanye West, Wu-Tang Clan, Wyclef Jean, Lil Wayne, and Alicia Keys. And they advocate for educational outreach, and in the past 12 months have performed for over 100,000 students throughout the U.S. and Europe. Wow, that's amazing. So if you would like to see Black Violin in concert, you can buy your tickets at etix.com. And this is, like I said, happening April 7th, 2022 at 7:30 p.m. Okay, let's see. This Saturday, Monroe Street Neighborhood Center is having an annual jazz brunch. No, it's at the Pinnacle. Okay, so let's see. Let me check out this flyer. So, Monroe Street Neighborhood Center's annual jazz brunch presents Mike Williams. Oh, and he is amazing. I interviewed Mike Williams at the Confidence in a Cup Vision Board brunch, and he was really dope. He was there performing, and he was amazing. So he's going to be performing at the annual jazz brunch, and this is taking place on April 2nd from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Pinnacle on Indianwood Circle. So special guests are Dorothy Gray, John Cleveland, and Sheila Brown. There's a donation of $45 for the brunch. So if you are interested in attending this jazz brunch, definitely go over to Facebook and check out the event page for more information on that. They're going to be, we all know about the cartoon movie, The Soul. I mean, not The Soul, it's just Soul, that came out last year or whenever that was. Well, there's an event also going on at the Valentine Theater where they're going to be doing a silver screen film series. So let's see. Tickets are general admission and are available for walk-up purchase 1 hour before showtime. Vouchers and complimentary ticket cards do not guarantee ticket availability. Redeem them at the box office at least 48 hours before the movie. So it looks like it's going to be a filming of the movie at the Valentine Theater, and that's taking place on Friday at 7:30 p.m. Okay, there's lots going on in Toledo. I mean, Toledo is really doing a thing. I love it. As we know, we're in spring now and summer's rapidly approaching. So we're going to be having the Ottawa Park Summertime Concert Series going on. Shout out to Donetta Carter again. And that's going to be starting real soon. And there will be multiple concerts that take place at the amphitheater and at Ottawa Park during the summer. And everyone can come. It's party time in Toledo. So shout out to Donetta Carter and everybody that's involved in making that happen. I think that's all of the... Okay, so I want to say shout out and happy birthday to my girl Ashley Curley. She says on Facebook, all this Will and Jada talking. Nobody even told me happy birthday. So happy birthday, Ash. I love you, girl. Shout out to you. You're an amazing woman, wife, mother, and just person. And I've known you for a long time now, and I love you, girl. Keep striving. You've been through so many trials and tribulations with losing the people closest to you, and yet you get up every day and you make it happen. So happy birthday and congratulations to you on your recent nuptials. And I love you, girl. So happy birthday. If nobody told you, Leah Renee and LRTV is telling you. Happy birthday. Let's see. Oh, speaking of birthdays, let me go to my Facebook page and see who all is having a birthday today. Let's see. I'm going to shout out all my birthday peeps. Isn't there somewhere you can go and look and see whose birthday it is? I thought there was something you could pull up. I don't know. I can't really see. But, well, happy birthday. Because you know what? It's Aries season. Hey, 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 hey. I'm an Aries. I am the Aries queen, okay? And my birthday's coming up real soon, April 13th. I'm thinking about having an Aries bash, so I want to know, would y'all come to my Aries bash to celebrate my birthday with me if I had one? Me and my girl, Stacia, are thinking about having an Aries bash. So I don't know. What y'all think? But shout out to all my Aries brothers and sisters. I love all of y'all. We are the best. We are the GOATs. I don't care what nobody else says. It's Aries season. So happy birthday to every single body who's having a birthday today. I couldn't, for some reason, like my page won't show me whose birthdays it is today. Oh, James White. Happy birthday. Okay, so he just popped up on my screen. Happy 37th birthday to James. Oh, I'm sorry, not James. Jamie White. Happy birthday. Let's see if I can find any other birthdays. Okay, I don't see any other birthdays, but I want to send out love and prayers to Manly Edwards, who is also one of my Facebook friends. He's asking for prayers for his mother. Don't know what's going on with your mom, but I am praying for her. Dear God, I just want to pray right now for Manly Edwards and his family and his mother, whatever it is that they're experiencing and going through, Lord, that you touch their lives, touch their spirits, give them strength and peace and tranquility to be able to get through whatever it is that they're going through, God. Hold his mother tight in your arms and allow her to make it through whatever hardship she's dealing with. Amen. There you go, Manly. Prayers to you and your mother and your family and whatever you guys are dealing with. Let's see, who else? Okay, my brother, Martwan Sample, he took to Facebook yesterday to wish his beautiful mother, Cynthia Sample, a happy birthday. Happy birthday, Mama Sample. She is absolutely beautiful. Aw, yes, so happy birthday to Martwan's mom, Cynthia Sample. Happy birthday. Let's see, who else? Okay, I guess that's it. Oh, while I was giving shout outs, I didn't even shout out my girl Tiara Armstrong. That's crazy. So I want to say before I go, because I got about a minute left and I'm getting ready to go off, but I want to say before I end this, shout out to my girl Tiara Armstrong, and Heart to Hearts is her nonprofit organization, and she's a life coach, and she's just very big into women's empowerment. And I just recently did a masterclass with her, and now she's getting ready to start a fast and on April 1st. And so I'm fasting. And I'm gonna tell y'all, I started yesterday and it's rough. It's rough for your girl. So y'all pray for me. Pray for me that I can make it and I don't relapse, okay? Because I'm just trying to be the best version of myself that I could possibly be. So the purpose of fasting is to clear your mind, your body, and your soul from any toxins or anything that's just not supposed to be there, so that you can be clear and free and open your mind and your heart up to God and get closer to God. So that's kind of the point of fasting, and that's what I'm trying to do, because I really, really, really want to step into who God is calling me to be. But I still waver with, like, I don't really know for sure what it is that he wants, because I'm battling things. So it's like I have this other side that pulls me and then this side that pulls me. It's just a mess. But I just stay deep in prayer, and that's why I'm fasting. I'm fasting so that I can get closer to God and really truly figure out which direction it is that God wants me to go in and what I'm supposed to be doing. So, I just want to say shout out to Tiara Armstrong for starting that, and for creating the space that she creates, and for empowering and encouraging and inspiring me to begin my life coach role, and to start my nonprofit organization and all of these things that I've been doing, or saying that I'm going to do and haven't done yet. So and I actually had a Facebook friend of mine reach out to me. I'm not going to say his name because I don't like to put people's business out there, but he reached out to me about his young daughter. She's 19 years old, that's having some struggles with mental health, and asked if I wouldn't mind sitting down and talking to her and helping her. And I just was like, wow, like that's what God will do. God has been telling me to start this nonprofit organization, and for whatever reason, I've been just sitting on it, and I haven't, because it's fear. It's not whatever reason, it's fear. I sit on so many things out of fear, and that is going to kill me if I don't curb that. So that's another reason why I'm fasting, so that I can get rid of this fear and I can start operating off of my faith. And but anyway, I had him inbox me to ask me, if I would be willing to sit down and, see if I could help his daughter. And I just thought that was amazing. This man who's a father, who's like, wants the best for his daughter and wants to save his little girl. And he's like, I've tried it all, and we tried doctors and we tried this and nothing's helping. And he says he's even reached out to other people within our community to help him, and nobody's really helping. So he reached out to me. He said he saw my show. He said he saw what I do, and he would love if I would maybe try to help his daughter. And I just felt like, that's it. That's God literally trying to shove me into what I'm supposed to be doing. So I have to keep this clear mind. I have to keep sober, and I have to stay on the right path so that I can help these young girls, because that is my calling. My purpose in life is to lead these young girls down a better path. We got so many women out here, it's not even about that. It's just about that we're in a day and age where like women are now kind of going down a different road, and it's just not really looking too pretty. And because of that, our young girls are suffering, and they're like even more lost than I probably was at 15, because we didn't have social media. We didn't have all these things. It was hard enough being a teenager back in my day in 97, 98, you know what I mean? And having to deal with just your own high school or people or enemies or whatever. But then now you have this world of social media where kids are bullied on social media, and it's just horrible. So I was really honored that this man inboxed me and wanted to enlist me for my help with his young daughter, and I've already set up a meeting with him and the young lady, so I can meet her and talk to her and just see where I can help, because I myself suffer with anxiety and depression, and it's I've suffered for it all my life, and as I'm getting older, I'm learning how to deal with it through therapy and through medication, and now it's my time to help others. So yeah, that's what I'm about, and that's what I'm kind of excited about, because I feel like the more I try to stall, the more God pushes me and pushes me and pushes me into who He's calling me to be. So I appreciate all of you who tuned in today. Thank you so much. Please share this live for me so that other people can tune in and watch it afterwards. If you have not already went over to YouTube, please go over to YouTube and subscribe to my channel, LRTV. I'm trying to get my subscribers up, guys. So please go over there and subscribe to my channel. I'm gonna be having I've been working on some new shows, guys. I'm working on some new shows, so LRTV is really going to take off this year. And then for 2023, it's just going to be to infinity and beyond. So I appreciate all of you who love and support Leah Renee and LRTV. Anything that I can do to help you, you can always inbox me. And if I can do anything to help, I absolutely will. I am seeking sponsors for my show. For just for LRTV in general. So if you would like to sponsor LRTV, please inbox me. I have 4 different packages, and I would love to have you as a sponsor. So definitely hit me up if you're interested. So I love you guys. Thank you again for tuning in. This was a great show. I will be back tomorrow for more tea. And my girl Tiaja and my boy Juan, they're going to be coming back real soon. I know that they've been a little absent, but that's because they are busy too, and they got a lot of things going on. But I'm still talking to them all the time, daily. We have our group chat set up, and we are still planning content. We are still planning these shows. We're still planning for live broadcasting events. So if you have an event that you would love for LRTV to come broadcast, please book us, and we'll come do a live broadcast from your event. So hit me up. And I would love to come out to your event. So again, thank you guys all. I love you. I'll be back tomorrow for another show. So have a wonderful day today. And until next time.